reap what you sow, and beg me for mercy. Ah ha 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 ha, Yonda shouted. Fu sighed again and opened the door, coming in to see Yonda on her computer, rapidly hitting buttons on her keyboard and moving her mouse. Curiously, Yonda had voice chat despite not being able to hear, and the computer speakers shouted out people screaming various obscenities and threats. Oi, Yonda, what the heck are you doing? Fu shouted internally to get her attention. Huh? What do you want? I'm busy, Yonda said dismissively, not looking away from the screen. I can see that, but why are you screaming like a maniac? That's normally AKA's thing. Fu asked. Oh, well, our dear father has been looking for some better hobbies for me and introduced me to video games. Yonda explained to the sleuth. Right now I'm playing Universal Conflict, among the most powerful class in the game, the hero. I have control over where I can let you see. If people act like jerks, then I can just knock off them or kill them. I can also put you on something. I can only imagine them yelling over the voice chat, but jokes on them, I can't hear anything. Oh, I love video games. I should have realized being able to do terrible things to horrible people without any consequences or guilt would be perfect for me. Wow, you just dropped all your subtlety, huh? Fu noted. Well, at least you're occupied. Also, your cat seems to really like the screams of anguish coming from your computer. Yonda looked down at her lap to see her cat sleeping peacefully, before looking back up at her game with a smirk. Yeah, adorable, huh? XXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXX Sheena with a guitar in her hand and Mies sitting on a stool in front of some drums. Mies had been looking for another hobby to take her mind off things, and so Sheena decided to help her out, nurse her out of guilt, by introducing her to music. Ready? Mies nodded, and the two started playing their instruments. They were going slowly, trying to mimic the videos they'd seen. It was going well, until after a few minutes when Sheena made a mistake and stopped. Darn it. Don't worry. We just need to keep trying, Mies told her, wiping some sweat off her forehead. We're getting better. You're right. Just keep trying. Sheena took a deep breath. Thanks for doing this with me. It feels easier when someone is here with me. Although I'm surprised you're doing this friendly with me. Well, you're actually really nice when you're not approaching me with a sigh, Mies said half sarcastically. That nervous helps keep my mind off the unknown, confusing nightmare that is my life. Yeah, music is great for that. Sheena agreed. Now let's get back to practice. On 3. XXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXX open, with Jin standing next to him. His own inhibitor rings on his wrists. Oh, by myself? Fuku asked, getting a bit nervous. Oh, I see. Izuku realized that Fuku wouldn't be comfortable being alone with someone she didn't know very well. I don't think Kei's doing anything at the moment. I'm sure she'd like to help. Fuku was about to say she didn't want to bother her when suddenly Kei popped up from behind her and put her arm around her. I'd love to, Kei said with her usual enthusiasm. Let's go. I'm sorry for making you work on the day off, she said, as she and I sat down in her office. No, it's fine. Everyone else was busy, so wouldn't have been doing much anyway. I assured her. Besides, you're sacrificing your time too. I normally never see you away from your sisters. Normally, I never am. But since things have changed, I thought I'd be okay to spend some time apart. I've been wanting to come here for a while. G explained. You must have a real interest in understanding, I said. So, what do you really want to learn about here? Machines? Biology? Quarks, she stated. I want to learn about quarks. I've always been interested in them. I'm even the one who figured out how quarks work when they were little. I tried to figure out more about quarks, but since I was always with my sisters I didn't really get much of a chance. Can't say I understand that too well. I was always alone when I was a kid, so I guess that's why I was able to focus so easily, Mai admitted. Well, let's stop wasting time then. You're about to get an education from someone who understands quirks better than most. It all starts with chaos energy. XXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXX as he sat alongside Netsu and Lo. Today we'll be talking about curse words today, and why the heck can't we say them? Yeah, I really never understood why it's such a big deal. Lo shrugged. They're just words at the end of the day. I can go up to someone and ever thought about why those words are so weirdly? I don't really know what to call it, but it makes you want to say them. Nexa added, like when I accidentally burn a controller or stub my toe, the first word that comes to mind is the F word. And all the adults do that too. Well, that's a good question. Ken pondered that for a second. I mean, you're right, which is, really, they're just words right away make you want to say them. Will asked, maybe it's because the bad words that make us want to say them. Nexa mused, I mean, you adults can't say them all the time without getting in trouble. And I heard that if you tell people they can't do something, it makes them want to do it even more. Well, that's definitely true. Ken nodded. It feels like a red flag, and I'm a bull anytime that happens. Wait, so you're saying the only reason anyone wants to say those words is because we're told we're not supposed to? Lil looked utterly befuddled. That's so damn dumb.